Hi everybody, welcome to Cottonwood Island Park video. Cottonwood Island Park is located on the confluence of the Nechako and Fraser rivers. We are going to be joining the trail that runs from Lake Nechako City Park to Cottonwood Island City Park. And this runs right along the river. It's pretty cool. As you see, these tree roots really make this a rough path to ride on a road bike. We just joined the collecting today to Cottonwood Island Trail and going underneath the Yellowhead Bridge.
Underneath the bridge here.
Wow, the water is so low, you could actually walk all the way out to Goat Island. I don't think I've ever seen it this low. This path takes us right underneath the CNR rail bridge. We even have a train on it this time. In spring, this path is always flooded, but I really do like riding along here along the river. It's really cool, especially in spring when it's all green. This path takes us right out underneath the bridge, and in later videos we'll walk right out to Goat Island.
So in spring, the water comes, this is all flooded. Where I am would be underwater in spring.
The original bridges that used to be here kept getting washed away, and they're all like at path level. And they finally raised this new bridge, which is really good, and as you can see, it's really quite highly raised. And even when water comes up to the bridge deck. As you can see, the path takes us all right along the Nechako River, and in spring it's very impressive because the water is right up to the path, and sometimes this path sometimes even gets flooded. But during this time of year, it's very low, and it just looks like a giant gravel bar. So at the junction here, we'll be turning right, and we'll be going around Cottonwood Island Park, and we'll be completing our tour back here at the junction.
During spring, this all gets flooded. It's kind of dangerous. You're not allowed to really ride here because parts can get feel, so you think you're in 2 feet of water, and all of a sudden you're in, over your head.
I remember coming out here in spring when I shouldn't have, and it was closed off, and I was biking. I actually carried the bike over my shoulders.
I thought the water was only up to my axles, but it turned out to be a little bit deeper. Bad day, bad.
As I said, they've had a drought this summer, so everything's really low. You can see the way the water washes away the bank there. This is around the 10th of November. Tomorrow is 11th, which is Remembrance Day.
I went down this side path because it takes us right down to the river, and there used to be a path that ran right along the river, but that got washed away years ago, actually decades ago now.
is actually quite pretty.
As I said, there's the Nechako, and as you can see, the trail used to go right along the river edge, but that's long washed out. So we're back on the main trail here. Unfortunately, the best trail used to be the one that ran along the river, but that disappeared a decade ago at least, and that was really fun to ride along. I really like the way the path framed this tree with its top chopped off. It looks like a giant pole. This park is much prettier to walk around in spring. Unfortunately, in spring flood season, this park gets totally flooded and it's closed off.
Oh yeah, hey, this is cool. This is actually quite new. There's a little trestle bridge here.
This is a replica of the Cameron Street Bridge that crossed the Nechako River from 1933 to 2005 and was closed due to damage by ice jams. Interesting fact, the Cameron Street Bridge was actually a railway trestle bridge that also served as a one-lane traffic bridge. This is the main entrance to Prince George's Cottonwood Island Park, and it's a pretty cool park.
So we're going to walk down, and we're going to walk over the trestle bridge. And I'm not sure if there's still a path that used to go all the way up, but I think it got washed out.
Yeah, I've heard that this used to be all connected up to Wilson Park.
Yeah, well, I used to ride up to Wilson Park, but I think it got washed out even before I left here.
As you can see, Prince George is definitely a logging town, and this was taken just outside of Cottonwood Island Park, and this is Canfor's timber yard.
This is Cottonwood Island, and there it is. We're going under the trestle bridge because everybody wants to go underneath the trestle bridge.
As I say, the park is
about half the size it was 20 years ago. The river's
washed away.
The river has washed it away.
Yeah, we had some pretty good ice jams and flooding because of it.
There was this little squirrel on the replica trestle bridge, and they moved really fast, and it was really hard to capture them on film. These are noisy little critters, aren't you? I was really lucky to be able to get a video of this grouse feeding in the tree. Grouse are extremely quiet and they make no noise, and they're really well camouflaged, as you can see. As you can see, we are back on the bike, and the camera is mounted to the handlebars with duct tape. You can do anything with duct tape. Yes, it's a Red Green Show reference.
So this is just a quick tour of Cottonwood Park. But yeah, a lot of the paths have been blocked off, I've noticed. They've been washed away. Yeah, you can see that with the water running there. Well, you see a lot of those paths are here. A lot of them gone. The paths that used to be here are no longer here. We're right next to the sea and rail yards.
From what I can gather is that a lot of the replica bridge was built, and some of the newer paths and bridges were built after the 2007-2008 ice jams, which devastated the park terribly. I think half the park has been eroded away due to those ice jams.
Yeah. Now we're back to where we came, because that's the bridge I went over. So we've done a loop of Cottonwood Island.
So I just turned back to the right, and as you can see, we're back at the start of the Cottonwood Island Trail. Thus, this completes our circumnavigation of Cottonwood Island. Bye! I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Our next video is going to be all about Prince George's Railway Museum. I wanted to give a special thanks to Dana, because without you, this video would not have been possible.